It'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And off we go from Denver. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ole, ole, ole! Ole, ole!
Throwing, Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Joe. Oh, my son!
To throw, here's Nix. That is incomplete.
Nix's pass.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
A gain of 17
yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ole! Hey, Sean, let's go! Joe.
Nix to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Misses pass.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over first and 10.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's good.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. Show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second down.
We're scoreless after 1. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Trimmer.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught, it's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Great. No touch.
Up the middle of Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming in.
Down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
14 yards.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Here's Nix. Setting up the screen for Harvey. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready. Chill.
To throw is Nix. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
28 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Ice 44. Hold on, son. Ready. Olay.
Now it's Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
A gain of 9.
And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
37. Hold on, son.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Nix finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Broncos 8. Eagles
well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way out on the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
First down carry for Barkley. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the
It's
Broncos.
the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And not much happening on the return as they'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, it'll be even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
To Dallas Goedert.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's good.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Eagles
Barkley inside handoff. Down to about the 45.
Barkley on the carry.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off. and try and chip someone at the second level.
17
That,
yards.
I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Great. Nope.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
That's another Eagles.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Second and 6 from the 10.
4 yards on the pickup.
Hey.
Second and 6.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 6 now.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Eagles, first down.
Try to get him.
First and
No
goal
touch that.
at the 1-yard line.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
No touch.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ole. Oh, my son. Ready. Motion. Chill.
Nix from the shotgun. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, my son. Ready. Pull left.
Again, it's Harvey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A gain of
that good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Motion, motion. Ready. Captain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Bombers. Olay. To the right, yep.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Chill.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past.
Over
15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great. No.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete. Got him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
It's a gain of 18.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
First down.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Eagles.
Great. Set. 180. No.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
Eagles, first down.
They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
He's back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Trimmer. No touch.
Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. This is clean. It's Gray. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is first and 10.
No touch.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The first down.
Hey, let's go.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
31-yard line.
Kyle up, Yeti. No touch.
They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
10-yard loss on the play.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
No touch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they're going to get two more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip.
Bears nothing.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for two to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for two. They did. They're in control.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At their own
well, you gave up the first touchdown
line
of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
First carry from DeAndre Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
off the play fake. It's Williams.
They'll
get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Yards on the play.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. And again back to Kmet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears are on the move. They've got another first down.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain
so
of
8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
At the 1-yard line.
Running is Monangai. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown, Kyle Monangai. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
The Bears will
that's what that fullback's for, right?
Conversion.
That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
And now he's going to go down.
Is no good.
Big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
Broncos 8, Bears 6. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, my son! Ready! My name is Captain.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
11. Oh, my son!
To throw, here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Oh, my son! Ready! Bombers. Olay!
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready! My name is Joe.
Nix to the air. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yards than you expect out of each play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To the right, yeah.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Bombers. Oh, my son! Ready! My name is Olay! Joe.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Broncos, first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The tackle made.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
A gain of a yard.
Well, big man with ball
and goal.
met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Almost set. Ready. Middle.
Harvey is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Kill.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
16, Bears 6.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To throw, it's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Swift going to try up the middle. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A gain of 15
From down at
yards.
the 12, it's 1st and
That's
10.
Another Bears first
They'll
down.
fake the give. Now Williams. For left side taken in by Komet. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
13. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Neither side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Joe.
Now it's Nix. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son. Captain, ready. My name is Hunt. Motion. Hold on. Olay.
Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of 18.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
44. Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Hunt. Bombers. Huddle. Joe.
To throw is Nix. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Nix's pass.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
34-yard line.
Williams, a final shot before break. And the Broncos get there and take him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. And heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. So they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
to throw. Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown, Kmet. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos now to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 20, Broncos 16. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready!
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 of the 36.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
The tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 5.
Oh, my son! Away, away, away! Ready! My name is Captain, 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 Captain.
Throwing Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, my son! Kill, 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 kill! Ready! My name is Punch left!
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 63 yards. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
Will Lutz to kick
After
off
the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The Broncos are former defensive back having almost a physical reaction, watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
What is up?
Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Bears first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards.
At the 23-yard
And he'll bring
line.
up a 2nd and short.
What is up?
Look at this, a tight end field. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
A gain of
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
What is up?
He's got this complete to Burden. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run the number guy. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
What is up?
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Touchdown! Austin London, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no
That
good.
keeps the score, Bears 26, Broncos 22. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Gain of
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh my God. Ready? Kill, 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 kill.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 13. Nick's going to keep this himself. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Oh my God. Ready? My name is Hunter. Chill.
Back to throw. Nix. And he is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Oh my God. Ready? My name is Bombers.
Looking to throw. Nix. This man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
19-yard line.
Ready? Joe.
Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll get this down over to the 18.
Hey, we're good.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is third and 8.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Captain. Ball 11.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football.
It's a loss of 2.
They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's no way to run the football.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 36-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So from the 36 now, first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now a second and 10. Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, Drew's wide open. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
45-yard line.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Number 4.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final
He
timeout
was brought down by
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
48-yard line.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They need 18 yards here on third down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos.
For the Bears field
this
goal.
will get the lead up to 7.
54-yard attempt.
one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle. Loses this game, no exception.